I would like to begin this video with asking a question. What is eroticism to you? What comes in mind when you hear the word eroticism? When I first came across this term, eroticism, the first and instant thought that came in my mind was pornographic. And I'm not ashamed to say that. At the age of 12, I wanted to explore myself. I wanted to understand. And I was exposed to pornography, and that conditioned me to believe that being erotic is associated with pornography. And when I would see these women, I thought, wow, they're very erotic. But I later now found out that eroticism goes far beyond the pornographic. Eroticism is the sensation, the pleasure of doing everything in your life with complete joy, while the pornographic is just focused on the sensation without the feeling. Eroticism governs all our souls as women. It's one of our strongest resources of energy that we can use to manifest, to attract, to be seductive, to be erotic, to be alive, to feel passionate, to feel joy, to enjoy what we do, Think about that. How many times have you gone to work and you've actually enjoyed doing what you do? Eroticism is about not doing things, but actually enjoying the way you do things. Enjoying the job, not doing the job. Enjoying the music, not just listening to the music. It's about the feeling, the sensation, the ability to tap into that depth, that feeling. I was so convinced that to be erotic, I had to be sexy. And I realized that I was portraying myself in a position where I wanted and I sought external validation. When I actually started cultivating eroticism in my life, I realized that I was living and acting as a puppet, because eroticism allowed me to understand myself in such a more deep way. I started writing again, and I started exploring my psyche, and I started exploring my darkest and deepest thoughts. And I started experiencing pleasure in everything I do. From the moment I wake up, I put on music and I listen to the music. If you were blind and you couldn't see, how would you wake up? How would you listen to music? How would you enjoy your life if you were blind or you couldn't hear and you were missing and you had one of your senses completely muted? Vision blinds us. Vision blinds us sometimes because we don't truly enjoy the present moment, and we don't truly enjoy what life is offering us at the moment. Eroticism allowed me to uncover that. Instead of waking up every day automated and training my nervous system to be on automation, I started slowing down more. I started doing things slower. For the last 2 years, I started smoking marijuana, and I relied on marijuana to regulate my nervous system, to help me create, to help me write. And I was relying on this external substance to give me creativity. And I'm not saying that this is wrong if you smoke marijuana. No, I'm not judging anyone who does it. In my experience, I felt dependent on it. I couldn't feel, I couldn't write, I couldn't be creative without it. I couldn't calm my nervous system without it. And that's a problem to me. So I decided that I was going to stop relying on external substances to make me feel powerful and creative. And I wanted to tap into a different resource so that I can feel alive again, so that I can listen to music again more profoundly, so that I can enjoy everything that I do with grace. And somehow I decided to stop smoking marijuana, and I started to just write. I started to write here. Everything that you see here, I wrote. And somehow I would ask God, how can I bring in that aliveness within me? How can I allow myself to not feel so much anxiety? I don't want to have this much anxiety. I want to be able to be in my power, to rely in my power. And boom. It was like, I just had this thought that came into my head. It was a word. It said eroticism. Eroticism. And so then I started learning about eroticism. And the word erotic actually comes from Greek. From the Greek word eros. And really, it's just a personification of experiencing love in all aspects of your life. And I felt that was what was missing in my life. So I had to reprogram my nervous system completely. Going from someone who was, yes, I was working out, I was going to the gym, I was eating healthy foods, I was focusing on my gut, yet I felt so disconnected from my body. Yet I felt so ashamed of my body still. Yes, I would go to the gym, but I still experienced body dysmorphia. I was so disconnected with the erotic that lives within me. And then came the interesting part. Can I make love to myself without feeling frustration, without feeling impatience? Am I able to experience pleasure, self-pleasure, without experiencing impatience, frustration, shame? And it hit me. I couldn't orgasm. I couldn't make myself reach a climax. And that's when I realized for the last 10 years of my life, I have been so disconnected from my body, from the erotic that lives within me. And I'm very determined. I'm a woman who's extremely determined. But when it comes to starting your journey of cultivating eroticism, you can't go in thinking, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to feel alive again. No. When you start this journey, you have to go in there with curiosity and playfulness and patience. Because there are going to be moments where you're going to be frustrated. Like in this case, when I wanted to be intimate with my own self and provide that source of pleasure to myself, I couldn't. I felt so impatient. I said, why can I not orgasm? Why can I not reach a climax? And it was when I realized, I started writing. And because I had that experience of not doing that, I realized, well, look, this is why you have been so disconnected from your body. This is why you are not able to make yourself reach climax. And it's like all these internal subconscious experiences that I had experienced at a young age came back. And it was like, aha, this is why. And I started writing, And I started writing and writing and writing. And then I just cried. I let so much of my tears just dripped in just so much tears. I couldn't stop crying, crying. And that was years of fucking emotions accumulated within my body, within my womb. And I would have not experienced that awakening of my body if I didn't begin the journey of eroticism, if I didn't even initiated the self-pleasure. And society makes it seem like eroticism is so bad and it's not good to be, to do these things. It's sinful, it's lustful. Yet I experienced one of the greatest awakenings by doing that. I experienced one of the deepest awakenings when I started self-pleasuring myself. You see, the thing about pleasure is that it reveals pain. It reveals pain to you. You cannot experience pain without pleasure. So when you start this journey of being erotic, when you start this journey of being a woman that starts to make love to yourself, starts to listen to the music, who starts to be slower in every aspect of your life, pain and suffering will come with it. Because to be erotic means that you are feeling the depth of everything, that you are so in tune with your deepest and most chaotic emotions. And to experience that, you will also experience the most delicious ecstasy and pleasure in every aspect, whether it's making love to yourself, making love to a partner, cooking, writing, painting. Eroticism is a blessing. It's a gift that we as women have. Yet we have been so disconnected from this gift and blessing because the society that we live in doesn't speak about it enough. And this is why I want to talk about it. And I want to share my journey with eroticism. So I encourage you to start questioning, what is eroticism to you? And ask yourself, am I fully enjoying everything that I do in my life right now? Do I go to work and do I enjoy driving to work? Do I listen to music? Do I enjoy the music? And when I'm making love to my partner, am I truly enjoying making love to my partner, or I'm just doing it to get it over with? When I eat, am I enjoying my food? When I work out, am I really connected with my body and mind and body connection? When I'm doing my hair, am I actually enjoying caressing my hair, or am I just doing it so quickly? When I put on a little bit of makeup, am I actually enjoying and touching my face and telling myself I'm beautiful and I'm sexy when I'm doing these things? Or am I just rushing like I used to? If you aren't enjoying these things, it's beautiful that you came across my channel. It's beautiful that you came across this video, because I'm here to remind you that eroticism is your power. To be erotic is a power, and it's a resource that you have and that you can connect to if you're curious enough to let it reveal itself to you. I love you. You're powerful. You're sexy. You have all and everything that you have asked for within you. Connect to that. And watch how many things start to change in your life.